All right, cool. So we're at level 75 for volume, and drive is at 8. So now we're at level 99. So maybe the level is what should be maxed out, and then drive. I can just drive like seems like it's a larger degree of difference volume wise. So maybe I'll use that. But let's keep it going. I'm gonna mute my audio here while I music make, and then I'll unmute it as needed when I'm monitoring chat. Okay. Hey, what's up? Still learning up. Hey, thank you. Are you saying you're still learning it? Like you have one and you're kind of working through some stuff? What kind of questions do you have? I'm gonna be doing. I talked about it earlier, but I'm gonna be doing just like a series of videos, probably in the very, not probably, definitely in the very near future, where it's gonna be framed up something along the lines of when I uncover something that I think should be fixed on the XY. I want to do a quick video on it. So I guess more so like bug fixes stuff. And then the other piece is like feature ads or like quality of life stuff. So for example, being able to delete a sample on the device itself without having to connect it to a computer. Like that's something that should be here for sure. So yeah, that'll be one piece. And then I think the other side of it is like not just making videos just to make them, but when I uncover something that's good or unique or different, or like, oh, I had a really fun time doing this on the XY yesterday that I didn't know you can do, or that I did know, but I'm just spending time learning it. Um, make some videos on that as well. So more to come. But appreciate you being here. So one thing, for example, if I'm in mixer mode and let me mute everything except for one of these, which is, let me say how we do that again. I think shift and remove everything. So just everything but four. So if you listen to track four, and I'm going to turn metronome off. Here's a thing. I'm going to figure out how to make this louder. So if I max out volume this way, that's still not that loud. And so um, you can go, this is a sample based thing, right? So you can go into the sample. Well, actually, two things. Mixer mode, there's this percussion and melodic section. So for example, there's this, but that changes all the percussions. So I might leave that at 50 for now. And then there's, what else was the other thing? Yeah, changing the sample itself, right? So let me see. Paste, save. Okay, so there's this whole section here and shift. So, but this, let me see. I think this just changes. Let me actually see. Wait. All right, so if I'm on track 4, these are all of the samples. Let me see. Oh, you know what? It is just one. Okay. It is just one thing playing, but it's sounding different because of track 1 here, the brain. I'm going to mute that and then do it again. It's just this sound that we're hearing. So if I want to increase the volume on that sound, oh, and then this thing here just changes at one. It's what do you call? What is that thing called? It's a trig effect, punch-in effect, trig, whatever. So this is what we're hearing. So if I wanted to increase this, I can go to that. I can shift and I can increase like this if I wanted. So that's much louder. You can turn each sample volume. Yeah, exactly. There you go, Benjamin. Benjamin. He's ahead of the curve there. So yeah, so you can change the volume of each individual sample, not necessarily the kit or something like that on here, which I guess makes sense to not be able to do that because I think on the OP1 field, it's like a right, it's like a whole file with each one shot on the same audio file, and it's just like triggering it individually. Um, so yeah, let's keep going, I guess. I don't know. Let's just keep making some music. So one other thing, like when I was at the Synth Expo and I was using the TR, um, I was using the TR, was it 1000, and I was like kind of intrigued with having like a drum beat or pattern be like each individual component of the drum beat. You know, the kick, boom, 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 all that is on its, a separate track. And you can do that on here, of course, right? You can make each of the 8 tracks, and maybe like seven, maybe 7 of the tracks are all drum samples, and maybe, which by the way, on this series that I'm going to be doing of on the feature ad component of the XY, and I didn't use it that much on the OP1 field. Maybe I took it for granted a little bit. I use it sometimes on Core Gadget, but it's the ability to like have a drum synth where you can, create your own drums on the device itself, something like that. I think I think it's maybe more of a natural fit here than it is. I mean, it's a natural fit on both devices, on this and the field, OP1 field. But I yeah, I think it'd be really interesting here. And then one other thing that just came to mind is people have been talking about. I can't do the screen share on here. I'm on my phone here, of course, but next time I do one of the computer live streams where I can like screen share and stuff, but people talked about what they suspect or what they expect the December TE release is going to be on their website for the what is it called again? Flipped out thing that they did this year. Um, and oh, actually, I'm actually thinking about something. Hang on, guys. No, it's not going to work. Well, to finish the thought, some people have thought about or speculated that the whole field line, or some people said the whole website's going to be discounted or something, which is interesting. But other people said like the whole field line. So like you get, let's say the mic, the mixer, and the TP7. And I wonder what price point would make sense. So maybe like I'm trying to think. So like they typically had this for 2300 down to 1699, which is whatever percentage discount that would be. I think like maybe let's see, 23 is like 23 and then 60. So let's say 2400 going down to 1700, $700 difference. So that sounds like around a 30% discount, more or less, I think. So if you were able to get all 3 of those for 30% discount, the question would be, would you do it if you can get all 3? Like you got to get the full set for 30% off. So that would be like, I'm trying to think how much those 3 devices cost. I think the TX6 is like 1100, TP7 is I think 1600, and the mic is like 11 or 12 or something. So that's around $3,500, and then 30% off of that would be around. That would be a pretty nice discount, I think, right? It's kind of like buy 2 get 1 free, maybe something like that. Anyway, let's continue with some music making. So you have to be shift here, huh? If they did 50% off, 50%. So that's a hard bargain for Benjamin here. Benjamin said he needs 50% off. Now, all right. So if you were able to do a 50% off, but it required purchasing all three, would you do it? Or would you need it to be you can get any and every of the devices for 50% off, which we know they're not going to do. They might they might do all three for 50. I mean, I have no idea. I don't know. I reached out to them just to see because I had a question about whether or not uh, there's a specific place for me for like not so much feature things, but like bug fixes or issues that we have. If there's a special place, let's call it, or a place that I can reach out to ask questions, since I'm community facing, and it's evidently the same place that anyone would reach out to, which is fine by me, of course. Um, but I don't know. For example, like the Discord, people had some issues. I had an issue, and other people, at least one person, had an issue where when they installed the latest update on here, if they said three items for 50%, very cool. What's that? Looks like a unpocketable. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Um, I forget what I was saying, but yes, it's called the OPXY. All right, so I want to keep exploring. Let's see. So this is the ASDR here, huh? Let me see. Let me see. Explore this. So you can even do some. You can do some of this stuff on there. Hmm. It's interesting. Carly, it's okay. Don't care. I wouldn't want all the field items personally. Got you. You wouldn't want. Yeah, yeah. So which would you want in order from most preferred to? Yeah, it's not sounding good. It's just more experimenting stuff right now. We'll get it together. Don't worry. But yeah, in order of like most wanted to least wanted, including the open one field, what would be your like hierarchy? For me, having all of them and having used all of them, let's see, OP1 field, mixer, TP7, and the mic. Huh. I have to think about that. Let me actually see if I can answer that question. So for me, it would be OP1 field first, for sure. I think the OP1 field is the most. I mean, it depends on your use case and stuff, but it would be OP1 field first for the reasons of you can, I think, do the most things with it, the most fun things with it. And then after that, I think, hmm, hang on, I have to sneeze. Excuse me. I think that, I think I think the TP7. I think the TP7 would be next, and then the TX6, and then the microphone. And the only reason I put the microphone last is because I felt like the mic built into the TP7 was very, very good. And for the reasons that I'd be using it, I feel like I'd be able to just use the microphone on there, and and be okay. So that'll be my order. Anyway, let's go to a new track. Let's try to make something that sounds halfway decent. Because what I'm working on here is not. This is nothing. This is nothingness. So let me see. If I work on something, this is unnamed. I don't want to save this, so I'm just gonna go new. Before I, oops. Oh yeah. So new project. Okay, so yeah, I guess going to a new project, of course, is gonna reset everything. All right, you say XY. Okay, so you put the XY there. That makes sense. God saying, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? E rhythm coming today. I can't wait. Gonna make some trippy. Hey, that's dope, man. Let us all know how it goes, and maybe a case. OP1 field would be cool. XY, then TX6 or TP7, and maybe got you. Okay. Um, yeah. So the other thing I was thinking of is I was thinking of what the rhythm. Well, first of all, the fact that the rhythm includes the ting is kind of, I think, a big deal that's not being talked about enough. I don't think. I don't. I mean, it's on the website, but I don't. I didn't expect that to be the case. I think most people probably did not expect it to be included, and I think that's a good thing. Both of them, of course, do require battery operation. However, I thought about, and I'm thinking about the the microphone that comes with that, and how I would or could use it with this, with the OP1 field. I'm sorry, with the OPXY. My first question or thought would be, does, and I have to double check it, but I don't think it has a USB on it. I don't think it can be powered via USB, which is a thing, because if it could be, then it would let me be able to do some kind of interesting things, I think, on here. I think the other thing, really quick, as I'm thinking out loud, is, and I haven't done it yet, I'm going to try it right now, is like adding effects onto this auxiliary track. And I don't remember how to do it. It might be track 3. Yeah, and I think I can just do this. Yep. So let's actually check out the effects for a second here. Okay, so you have reverb, because I don't remember what we have here. Reverb, phaser, lo-fi, distortion. So the only effects that you really care about, for, let me see if they're the same. Yeah, they're the same on both of these. Track 15 and 16. Why is that considered? That's weird. Okay, yeah. You can buy the mic separately and the mic. Oh, snap. Okay. Well, okay. Um, yeah. So I might need that then. I might need it because so having USB-C on it and just being able to plug the mic in here, obviously for live streaming, that's gonna not allow me to be able to connect the USB-C to you guys when I'm live streaming, which is a thing. But being able to have the mic on there is kind of interesting. However, does the OP1 have real-time processing on the audio and repaired my third EP? Dang, repaired your third one. If what you mean is, can you apply effects to your input on the OP1 field? The answer is yes, but it's not as intuitively done as you would expect. You have to use the vocoder for it, and you have to like turn the dry wet all the way down, if that makes sense. So no vocoder comes in, only your direct audio comes in, and then your vocoder is sort of acting as you're applying effects to that the same way that you would apply effects to whatever your synth engine is, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think I did a video on it a while ago. All right. Anyway, let's have some fun. Find a different drum kit. Oh, all right. So we could do something like that. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So I also like turning quanti. Oh, that was another thing. I thought about this too. So I have to keep record of all these things, but I feel that going into bar mode, and or whatever, bar menu, and being able to just click this encoder that handles the quantization, I feel like you should be able to click that encoder to toggle between quantization fully off and fully on. rather than having to do this each time. Turn the knob all the way down, right? That's my opinion. I feel pretty strongly about that too. That when it makes sense, encoders should be able to click to do something that you normally have to do manually each time. Just notice you have your mic running through the OP1. This is called the OPXY, so wondering if it was possible. This is the OPXY, but the mic, and I think, yeah, so if what you're asking is on here, if you can process effects, yes. So the way you do that is in, like if I wanted to, I'm gonna change my effect to something that we wouldn't probably normally want, like phaser, okay? Then you go back over here in 3, and you turn up this. Whoa, did you hear that? That's weird. That's not what I expected to happen at all. So I guess phaser is not good. Let me try lo-fi. Let me see. Back to 3. Test mic check 1, 2. Okay. Why is that effect not coming through? Okay, let me take a look. Hang on. Mix. I don't know what that. I mean, it worked earlier. I guess this needs to be on. No send. That's kind of weird. I don't know. Test mic, test mic, test mic, test mic, test mic. So FX1 works when I go delay, delay, delay. But effect 2, is it because it was off? Let's see. Maybe it's because I turned it off. Let's see. G, 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 G. And then now test. Yeah, I don't know why that effect is not working. What if we change it back to reverb and then go back here and here? Test mic check. So reverb works. So if I put reverb on 50, for example, whether I turn this on or you can't turn it off because I guess there's something being fed through it. Yeah, non-quantized patterns have a little more. Yeah, for sure, I agree. You had a reverb. Yep, so reverb is on now. So then you can also go in here and change your reverb settings, size, mod, tone, and dry, for example. So let's see what size does. Like, I don't know, that's weird. So size does this, tone. So tone is, yeah, that's really interesting. The only problem I have with opening field is when yeah, I know you hate that. This sounds way too crazy. What about dry turning it up? Okay. Size. This is interesting. I think people also, again, the more I do more of these, the more I'm going to need to. My name's Sanjay and I'm a computer gear buyer. Huh? Plus, you can see the wave on each track within the screen. You just see it on can or can't. Plus, you can see. So, one thing that's worth stating is the visual flair. When you think about the effects, the visuals on the effects on the field, and you don't get those on here. You just have like some basic stuff, right? Let me just see what happened. All right, so now phaser works, but it wasn't working. Okay, can't, gotcha. Lo-fi, so there's lo-fi. No one wants that on vocals, I don't think. Maybe you do. Then you have distortion, but you see it's the same sort of thing on each, right? It's just like a little grid. It's not something that's really enticing. You have right now like a compression. Yeah, the one that I just had, I think that was reverb. That was this one, I think. Maybe the first one you're talking about. Anyway, I only have a few minutes left for this live stream. I might do another one when I get home, but I want to make some music now, so let's do it. That's good. Yeah, you had to spend more time doing like that's a nice. Oh, you said I read that already. Turning quantization off. Very important. Let me just record this over. I don't know if I like that. This thing is so weird and interesting what you can do on here. It's just weird. It's just wild. Just got one a month ago having more fun making music than I have in a while. Nice. I was hoping that your message was going to say, first of all, let's get this. Even here, press the knob to just completely wipe out effects. I was hoping that it was going to say, I'm going to read what I thought it was getting into. I just got one about a month ago, having more fun making music than I have in my entire life. I thought that's where you were going, but that's no, that's really cool. Yeah, it's just a powerhouse of a piece of hardware that, as I mentioned yesterday in the live stream, it's kind of a marvel that this even exists. And I think the versatility of being able to just take it out and not have to plug it into something and not have to be distracted with notifications like on a phone or a iPad or a MacBook, and the control that you have with the mic, I mean headset stuff, right, to be able to get super gain levels so that you guys can hear me super crisp and clean, and I know that you can because I'm monitoring it on here. Benjamin, that's you're just downplaying it, buddy. Fun little device, downplaying. I know you had. So here's the thing. I know you had time using it before. No, about I'm just messing with you. Oh, I gotta get ready to go soon. Dang, yeah, I gotta get this pedicure, guys. All right, I'm gonna go, but I had a good time with this. These live streams are cool. I think most of the time, I don't have any distractions on my MacBook person. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it's interesting that I'm into this fun level, like this really inspired music making phase of my creative journey. Um, where I can be using this or I can be using Ableton and be having immense amount of fun now that I've kind of found something that works on both. So that's fantastic. Yo, what's going on, Mango C4? Interesting name. On PC and iPad and iPhone, definitely. Gotcha. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yep. So yeah, it's definitely cool to be here. And like I said, I'm just gonna be. It's almost like therapeutic to be able to be using this, having fun with it, and then just being like, yo, like where's my drum synth, or yo, where's my file? Not, you know what I'm saying? Not where is it? Like it's like it would be nice to have this. I would enjoy this immensely more. But the thing is, it doesn't need any of those things right now. I feel like there's already enough stuff for me to kind of get lost in. I do believe that this section over here, what is it called again? The player section. I think we need a lot more here. We have arpeggio, cool. We have hold, which lets you just, isn't that just, I mean, I don't know. I have to check it out some more. And then maestro. What does maestro do again? I forget. I think that's like a, hey now. Wait a second. Oh, that mode can get applied differently to each track, of course. Okay, so what does maestro do here? I don't remember what this is. I think it has to be in poly. I think it has to be poly or something. Let me see. Hang on. Here. Okay, okay. Maestro. Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember what this does. Oh, it's like a chord? Oh, that's cool. What are you saying? Music and creativity def can be for sure. Oh, yes. Oh, and what I meant, I guess, explicitly. I mean, music, I mean, it absolutely is and should be, I think, um, or can be, whatever. But I think of that, what I meant was sharing, maybe therapeutic is not the right word, but it's just going to be fun sharing things that I want to see come to this and just being part of the community that way. Um, but yeah, this is interesting. So Maestro looks like it. Let me see. It's like chord mode. It's like a chord mode. It's kind of cool. So you can be like, hey, I want to play boom, boom, boom. And then what else? What else? What else is happening here? Hold mode. And then this just changes. Dun, 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 dun. And then what about this one? Random. So you got, let's see something here. You got some effect. No, not effects. Something about this is like, is it this area? Not the filter, but like, let me see. I just want to turn that. Forget the name of that thing. Hang on. How do we do this? Move it this away. How do we change the? I don't remember the name of that. Like, move the. Hang on, the release down or something. I don't know. Whatever. That's actually what I was looking to do. Okay, I just appreciate that I can flip a switch and dig in without burning my eyeballs on the screen. Facts. I work in IT and I don't want to stare at the screen. Yeah, a lot of people say that, and it's a great point. It sounds horrible, but that's okay. All right. Okay, so all day I do my music on MacBook, so it's for me it's different. Oh, gotcha. Interesting. All right, I have to go. I'll see you guys later. Hopefully, I'll do another one of these, but I'm today. I mean, definitely I'll do another one. It's a matter of just a matter of when. But I'll see you guys later. Holla at y'all later. That's pretty cool. I should do it like this from now on. Like, yeah, like that's kind of cool. Like looking. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Take care, guys.